So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are absolutely fine and sound, and in this video we are in the day 5, basically the final day of the assignment, and here we'll be covering some important course basically related to production. And one more important thing, if you are new to this channel, do hype the video and subscribe the channel. And here you can see if you want to complete the day 1 to day 4 courses, here are the courses you can see. Basically it's in English and Hindi both. If you come over here you can see all the courses in Hindi. Similarly here all the courses are in English from day 1 to day 4, and some common FAQs which you need for the getting the swags basically related to capstone project, and all the things are covered on the channel. Make sure to check it out so that you are able to understand each and everything. And before you start, if you are new to this channel, do hype the video and subscribe the channel. Now we are in the day 5 of the AI agent course. If you have completed day 1, day 4, and basically day 3 and day 2, then it's well and good. And if you want to complete now, there is not a issue, you can complete anytime today also. So here we'll be covering the day 5. Here we have two modules, and first module is related how you can use the A2A protocol to have agents interact with each other. So here many of you are having issues regarding the API keys or internet issue. We'll cover that also. First of all, open the agent and click on edit my copy over here. So now here the most important thing, we don't have to submit the assignment. Okay, we don't have to submit the assignment anywhere, and we have to simply complete it as a part of the challenge. Now here many of you are facing a internet issue. You have to come over here to the settings, and if you are seeing turn off, turn on, then simply you can just turn on the internet. Okay, now let's first of all set the secrets, basically our API key. If you come over here, you will get this kind of output. So in such cases, we'll talk about it, how to set the API. First of all, come over here in the, what we call it. Come over here, little bit. Here you can see. Okay, open the Google AI Studio. And many of you are asking, can we use the day 1 API key or should we create a new API key? So yes, you can use the old API key also. Like here, I am just selecting the old API key. Or if you want to create a new API key, what you can do, you can just click on create new API key. Name the API key. Like here, we are in the day 5. So you can name it final day, and then simply you have to create the project if you want, or you can just use the same project. So for project I'm using, so you can just create it, and if I am able to create the project, so basically it's not working. But here if you have already created the project, I think I hit the rate limit. So yes, I hit the rate limit because I've created API key multiple times. So what you can do, if you are creating for the first time, you have to simply come over here and click on create project. Then like this, you will get an option to create the API key. So you can create the API key like this. Here I'm using the old API key because I have already created it earlier. Okay. Now here you have to just paste the API key, and here in the label field, you have to just copy it carefully and just paste over here and just save it. And you can see this checkbox is enabled. In your case, maybe when you click on add secret, you'll get this kind of basically API key, okay, section. Then you have to simply click on this checkbox and enable it in case it is not, otherwise you'll get some kind of error. So now let's start the notebook, start the session. Click on it, and the session is starting. Now here we'll be covering the A2A agent communication with ADK in this particular course. So basically we are in the day 5 of the agent course. Now here we'll understand. First of all, you need to understand that we do not have to submit, as I said earlier. Now here we'll be just understanding the overview of this course. So here we will just understand basically a single agent cannot do everything. We need agents to collaborate, and different teams build different agents, and they may use different languages and framework. Okay. So here basically a single agent, okay, cannot work for basically everything. Okay, like if you want to use the, for example, let me give you a better example. Okay, so here basically the problem is that different departments use different computer programs. Basically here we call agents. The sales team uses the program to take order. The warehouse team checks another program to manage the stock, and the shipping team uses a third program to print the labels and ship the product. They basically don't talk when a customer places the order. The sales team doesn't automatically tell the warehouse to pick the item or shipping program to get the item ready. Someone has to manually move the information from one program to another by copy pasting or just typing again and again. So this may be slow and error prone. Like when you place the order on Amazon or any Flipkart, okay, or any in your depending on which country you are watching. So do comment down below from which country you are watching so that I can understand. Okay. Now one more important thing is that here earlier people used to just go and tell that this person has placed the order. Now check whether the item is available on the our warehouse or not, then simply if it is available process it and just send to the shipping team. So here earlier people used to do it manually and it is error prone and slow because a person has to move again and again. Now here the solution is that you will be using A2A program to make the task automatically. Like now we place the order is directly sent to the seller. Okay, like you are placing any order on Amazon, it is placed to the seller. Now the seller packs the item, whatever you have ordered, for example, hard disk. Then he packs the item and then just share with the shipping team. Okay, shipping team collects the order from the seller and just dispatches it to you. So here all the processes are automated. All the details are shared by step. For example, here we cover a customer places an order. Okay. So for example, the customer clicks or buy on a website. The sales agent or basically the website program. Okay. The program job is to take the order details like what was brought. In our case, we bought a hard disk. Similarly, it says, hey everyone, or you can say just order the blue t-shirt of particular size, which is L, M, XL, any size, to a particular address. Okay, using the A2A protocol. Now the warehouse agent will check whether the item is available or not. Okay, it will just manage, and basically if it does not manage and if you order and after that they check that the order is not available, so our order might get cancelled and it is very bad experience for the user to see when the order was placed and it gets cancelled due to the stocking mistake. Best example is if you have seen in the Flipkart Big Billion Days sale, iPhones were getting cancelled again and again. Okay, you were getting iPhones very in cheaper price and the warehouse, basically Flipkart service is very pathetic. You must be knowing they cancelled all the iPhones. Mostly I think 99% of iPhones were cancelled. So similarly, the warehouse agent needs to check the stock before placing it on the website. So for example, its job as I said to manage the inventory and get the items ready. Now it hears the sales agent and understands that I need a particular shirt. Okay, that too in blue color and size is of M or XL, and then it marks that sold and then the label generation is done. Okay, so here okay, he finds the whether the shirt is available, and if it is available it just mark the order ready for pickup after just packaging it. Now the shipping agent, what they do, they bring the label. So in case you have seen and placed any returns, when the returns are basically processed, the what we say, the delivery guy comes with a label and scans and then only picks your order. Okay, for replacement I'm saying because you must have seen that in daily life. So once the item, basically for sending, I'm talking for shipping now. So if once the packaging labels are printed, now here the sales agent understands that I need to prepare the shipping label. Okay, and once the warehouse agent confirms that the item is ready to be picked up, the shipping agent finalizes the label and just print with the tracking number and just come over here. So here in simple terms, if you want to understand, imagine your computer products are Lieutenant. Okay, people working in a company. Without A2A, they all work in their own office and you have to run in between them with notes to tell them what to do. With A2A, they have a central announcement system. Like we have announcement system in Discord, even in our community channel or Telegram channel, you can see. So now here for the sales category, the A2A protocol, when the salesperson get an order, they broadcast it on the system that this person has placed the order. The warehouse person and receiving persons check it and just automatically do their job like printing labels and just stocking the items. So here is the main thing which I wanted to share regarding the solution. Okay, so here is the common architecture pattern. You can see how we went to use the A2A. It's cross framework, cross language, cross organization. Okay, so cross framework ADK to the QAI or LangChain AI. Cross language basically in different languages like Python, Java, and Node.js. Similarly, cross organization, whether it's internal or external vendor. So here you can see we have three: cross framework integration, communication, and boundary. Okay, so here cross framework integration communicate with other agent frameworks. Similarly, for the language, as I said, it communicates with different language, and then basically in cross organization it integrates with the external vendor services. Now here what in this notebook will understand that we'll build a practical e-commerce integration. Okay, so here we'll be having product catalog agent and customer support agent. Like when you basically in Amazon, sometimes the returns are not available, their only replacement option is available. Then you interact with the chat support and they basically issue the return. Okay, similarly we have two agent, one for product related queries and basically one for customer support. So here we'll be covering all these things. Okay, so here why this justifies A2A. Basically product catalog is maintained by external vendor. Okay, so basically the seller in simple words, and different organization use different system and different contracts. So here if we come over here, so agent location for use A2A and local sub agent. So basically agent location is external service, different code bases, and similarly local sub agent uses the same code bases and internal, and the ownership is differently, and for sub agents we have our own ownership. Network depends on different machine on A2A, and basically for local, as it is local, it works in same. Okay, performance is latency is acceptable in A2A, but here for sub agents we need low latency. So like this you can just understand all these things. Now here we'll simulate both the agents, both running on local host, and the product will be basically on vendor infrastructure. Okay, the customer support agent would run on our infrastructure and product will be running on vendor's infrastructure. So what we are building here, will be building customer agent. Okay, system architecture you can see. So when we query the customer support agent, it will just respond with the replies. Okay, whenever you see, sir, what is your query? Then you say, my order number 222 is not getting shipped. Can you check it? Like this, they respond that we are processing your order and will be available to you very soon. Like this, you understand. Now here, for just checking for the product catalog, it will be using A2A protocol and just retrieving all the data to customer support and then to you. So here how it works, customer asks about the question regarding to the product. Okay, as I said, and the support agent just check it's the product information with your tracking number or order ID. Now the support agent call the product catalog agent. Okay, then it just returns the product data that it is basically in transit or available soon. So like this it completes. Now here we'll complete 6 steps. Basically create a product data catalog agent, sorry, and expose via A2A, and then start the server, create a customer service agent, test communication, and understand the flow. So get started. Very skill verily. Basically, first of all, you need to just verify your mobile phone in case you are not able to complete all these challenges. Now here let's come to the API key part. I think API key part I have completed, but in case I have missed, you have to come over here. Okay, in the AI studio, let me come over here. So here you have to open the API key in Google Studio. This page will open, and if you have not created any API key, you have to click on create API key. You can name your key anything. Okay, you can name your key anything and just click on create project if you are creating for the first time. So as I have already hit the limit, I won't be able to create it. So you have to click on create project, and then you'll be getting this kind of basically create key. So you can create the key directly. Okay, and if you are already having the key, do not create multiple times. You can use the same API key. There is no issue. So just copy from here. And if you want to just create a new API key, you have to click on add secret. Then in the value, you have to paste it. And here in the label, you have to just paste this thing. Okay, wait a second. You have to just carefully copy it and just paste over here and just save it. Okay. So this is the first thing you need to understand. As I already have API key, I'm not creating it. And make sure to check this box, because in case it is not selected, you will get this error, authentication error. Now let's set our notebook. First of all, we'll import it and just setup is complete. Now here we'll be importing all the ADK components. So let's import the ADK components. It may take some time, so don't worry at all. So here you can clearly see that the IDK components are successfully imported. Now we have to run the retry option. Make sure to run each and everything one by one. And if you are running it and not seeing any output like this, you can just click on anywhere and see. If you are seeing this number, okay, that means this query has successfully been run. Now we have to come to the section 1. We'll be creating the product catalog agent, which is to be exposed. Now why we are exposing this agent, and basically, okay, so in real system this would be maintained by a external vendor, basically a third party vendor. We can say a seller, because the sellers are not a part of Amazon. They are individual seller, and if the it is the item is not fulfilled by Amazon warehouse, the individual sellers or having their seller account just get the details, basically the third party provider, you can say. Now here our internal system, basically customer support, sales, inventory needs product data. So the vendor will basically control their own code base, and will be not able to modify the implementation. Like they will just list the product and rates, basically whatever rates they want to sell, and the items availability. So here we have to just define the product catalog lookup tool. So it's defining over here, like the items you can see in the product is iPhone 15 Pro, Samsung Galaxy, Dell laptop, and Sony earphone, iPad. Okay, now here we'll be using the same 2.5 flashlight model, and the agent name is product catalog agent. Okay, so here you can see the agent is successfully created. Now in the second section, we have to expose the product catalog agent via A2A. So now here what A2A does, it wraps our agent in the A2A compatible server. Okay, then it will generate a agent card that will include the agent name, description, and basically the tools. Okay, and then protocol versions, endpoints, etc. Now here the easiest way to expose the ADK is using A2A. Okay, like here you can see what does the agent card, basically some important concept is that agent card. So it is just like a JSON document which serves as a business card. Like what does the agent does, basic name and description, like we have a business card, company name, contact number, what the person sells. Similarly, we have agent card, and basically it has all the details of the agent skills, capabilities, and communications. Now here we'll convert the product catalog into a compatible application. So just run this command, and now here you can see all these things are available over here. Now here we'll start the product catalog agent server in background using the unicorn. UV coordinate they have mentioned. Okay. So while we're running in background, basically the server needs to be keep running while we create and test the customer agent support. Okay. So here in the production, the vendor would host on their infrastructure on their server. Okay, personally. So now here we have to just save the product agent catalog to a file that it can be imported. So here if you run over here, you can see waiting for the server to get ready. Now here you can see it's just working, so wait for it to get completed. And one more important thing guys, if you want to just complete Google Cloud Archie challenge, you can also check the courses section. I have made a detailed video regarding it, and a Salesforce video will be also live very soon. Okay, so make sure to check it out and do like the video and subscribe the channel. Now let's see what is happening over here. So here you can see the server URL is here. If you open this, you can clearly see, Okay, currently it's not loaded. So let's see what happens next. If you want to view the auto generated card, you have to run this thing. If you open this, so it's still not opening. I think we have to just cross check again. So here you can see, do not worry. Here we are getting the output. Okay. So if we come over here again, so I think we'll have to set up latter part of this lab. So here we have to view the auto generated agent card. You can clearly see that the description is mentioned over here. Okay, like external vendors project catalog agent that provides the product information availability, whether the item is available or not. So here all the things are covered over here, and here is the basically URL. So basically it's just like a vendor card. It won't work if we just try to open it. Now we are creating a customer support agent. Okay, now how to use, basically will be use a remote to agent, that is basically to create a client side proxy for the product catalog agent. Okay, now here how it will be working, basically it is a client side proxy. Okay, that reads the remote agent card. Okay, so if you want to understand how A2A works normally with a simple example. So for example, just imagine you have a friend, okay, you who lives far away from you, like for example in different country, different state, or even in different city. Okay, the problem without a remote agent, basically A2A agent, is that if your friend lives far away, you can just shout your name from your house and he will be with you. Okay, you need to know it, they know the phone number or basically their user ID if you are using to chat. Then you have to, for example, we are taking example of phone number. You have to dial it, say hello, and ask your question and listen to their answer. And then say goodbye. And basically, if you want to ask again, you have to call again. Basically, if you want to contact your friend who is living far away and you are using remote to agent, okay, now you have to call him and just interact with him. Okay. And then if you want to just interact with him again, you have to call them again. So here a lot of manual work is required for every time. Okay, for basically because they are remote. Now solution is that basically remote to a to a agent we call it. It's just like a assistant, or in simple word just like a proxy friend. Okay, so here, think of a remote A2A agent as creating a virtual copy or personal assistant for your remote friend. Okay, so here this assistant lives right next to you. Basically, someone who lives next right to your friend's house. Okay, now here the assistant, for example, client side proxy, the assistant is on our computer. Okay, and it is not actual remote agent, it's just a local stand-in agent that knows how to talk like a real one. Now here reads the basically remote agent card, and this is the assistant, okay, which has a business card for your remote friend. Then this card basically tells where your friend lives, their address on the internet, and what your friend is capable of doing, and how to correctly phrase the question to your friend. Okay, so basically, you can use your second friend to interact with him who lives near to him. So for example, here in the customer support agent, okay, it uses like it any other tool. Like when you call the customer support and want to talk to the project catalog agent, basically your friend knows all about the product and you just talk to the local, basically the remote to a agent proxy, and basically you tell your local assistant that I hey, my friend asked about the price of the product of X item, and basically here we don't have to worry about the phone numbers like earlier. Without the remote agent we treat our local assistant like they are your friend only, right? So now here, if you want to just understand another example, I am showing you another example also. If this example is difficult for you to understand, for example, here, without the remote A2 agent, you want a pizza, you don't have their number. So what you can do, you can just look for pizza place, basically pizza how to order in Google, or you can just visit offline. Okay, now here you have to just visit again if you want to buy five pizza but different time. So similarly, okay, similarly what a remote A2 agent does, there has an app. called pizza place card. Basically, when you open their app, it knows already like which is the pizza, the menu prices, the address which is serviceable. So that can be basically it needs a remote agent card. Okay, now here you can interact locally, just like we took the friend example. Like we are ordering anything from Amazon, you look the basically the app is acts as a remote A2A agent. You are not in the place from where it is coming, the item is coming. You remotely sit on your home only and just order the item and then it comes directly. Like for example, you order a pizza, then you just basically add to cart and then order now. So you are just interacting with the app which is basically on our phone, basically client side. Now the app basically the remote A2 agent handles the complete stuff. Okay, when we click on the order now, the app translates the simple taps, whatever we have just by if you are using touch screen, you are just using the tap, basically touching the phone, and then just you have placed the order. Now here it will just use the complex system that you need this kind of pizza, basically large pepperoni or anything like this you ordered, and then it sends the message over the internet that basically this is the request the customer has placed, and then after that you see that your order is being prepared. In Zomato also you have seen that order is being prepared. Okay, basically if you are ordering any item, it shows order has been placed. So layman's terms, basically in simple term we say, so basically it's just like a smart dedicated assistant app on our phone which help to just access remotely like a restaurant, instead of you have to visiting the offline store or just ordering it yourself via just calling there. Okay, so this is the basic thing. Okay, if you want to understand, we have covered this thing. Okay, now let's create our A2A agent that connects our product catalog. So just run it, and here you can see the product catalog is just created. If we just open it, I think it will work, but I don't know why it is not working. So no need to worry. You can test it over here also. Now here we are creating the support agent that uses the remote product catalog agent. So just run it. Now here we have the same model, and basically here what it does, basically when a customer asks for products, it uses the product catalog agent and sub agent to look the product information, whether it is available in the same size or not, whether it is basically serviceable or deliverable in your area or not, or basically if it is out of stock or present or not, as I said earlier. So here we have created the agent. Now here we'll be testing the agent. Okay, so here you need to just run it. So you can see here it is just testing that customer is asking, can you tell me the about iPhone 15 Pro whether it's in stock or not? So the support agent says, please wait for 2 minutes. We are just checking it. Now here that the customer support says that iPhone 15 Pro is currently in stock and with only 8 units. Sometimes you see in Amazon also that limited number of units, 5 units, 2 units are remaining. So like this, it just updates it, and the price and feature, you can see all these things are available over here like this. Okay, so what it does basically, behind the scene, customer asks the support agents about the question about a particular product. Now the support agent realizes that it needs product info basically regarding the iPhone 15 Pro in this case. So it just calls the remote agent. Okay, catalog agent we can say. Then it sends the A2A protocol request to basically the local host or the server, and then it processes the request and responds to us, and then the final answer is given to the customer. Okay, so like this we have completed. Here are some basically some more example for if you are looking for a laptop, you can run it. So I'm looking for a laptop. Here you can see all the laptops are covered over here. Okay, now here we have the headphones also. So like this, you can just run it. Now what happens if you want to understand the flow? Okay, this chart is very much easier to understand. You can see customer. Okay, customer is prompting that can you tell me about the iPhone 15 Pro? So now it's sending the basically the query to the customer support agent, and then they are just working with the remote agent and then checking with the product catalog agent, basically the server where the products are listed. Now here you can see by the sorry, the product which is listed by the seller on the server. Now here just check it, and the basically the item is get processed, the post task, and it calls the product info related to iPhone 15 Pro. Now here just check it, the how many stocks are remaining, and then responds to the basically customer that low stocks of 8 units are remaining. So now just it returns the data, and here you can see all these things are covered over here. So here what happened, basically customer just asked about the iPhone 15 Pro. The customer support agent received the query, and just it's decided to check the information over there, and then support agent just check the product catalog agent, which is a sub agent, and then remote A2A agent just translated this. In simple words, if I want to explain it, basically we ask the chat support about our query that we need iPhone 15 Pro. The customer support agent just processed it and pushed it to the basically product catalog agent, and then it came to the basically remote to A2A agent, and then the server request was received and processed into the get catalog product info, basically the iPhone 15 Pro, and then it just returned using the same product catalog agent via A2A response. And then the remote A2A agent just received the response and passed it back to the support agent. Okay, just it is coming from here. First it goes from customer support agent and support agent to A2A. Then again it's coming like this from remote 4321 like this. So here what are the key benefits of it? Basically support agent doesn't know product catalog agent is remote, and basically it uses the standard protocol and the easy integration is there. Okay, so this is how we world basically build such applications. Okay, so here you can clearly see that the real world application, this pattern includes microservices, third-party integration, cross-language, specialized team, cross-organization. So here we are in the next step and learning resources. You can see that all these things are available over here. Like if you want to build any more thing like creating inventory agent, shipping agent. Okay, so basically here you can try these examples if you want. There is not a compulsion. You can see all these things are available over here and you can deploy it too. Now here basically the summary what we learn about in this notebook is regarding A2A protocol, exposing agent, how you can use the A2A to make our agents accessible with auto-generated cards. Also, consuming agents, basically the remote A2A agent to integrate the remote agents as if they were local sub-agents. Now here we covered the use cases for the best microservice agent, architecture and cross-team integration and third-party agent consumption. So here we have completed the A2A agent communication course and basically assignment, and here no submission is required. So basically the next part is regarding the I think deploy, and it is completely optional. You can do it and not, but I will try to cover it, do not worry about it. So we are covering the B part in different video, I think so it will be better. So here we have completed it. Do like the video, do hype the video, and do subscribe the channel guys. If you have any query you can let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys, and basically have a great day ahead. And regarding the capstone project, it will be released basically today only, I think so. In better consider you to be in 15th. Basically the event sessions are live around 12:30 a.m. midnight, and basically most of the people, basically if you are from India, might be sleeping also. So make sure to just wait for some more time. And the capstone project once live, you have time till 1st of December, so do not panic at all. And some important thing regarding the capstone project, it needs to be unique. We'll talk about it in a later part of the video. Now the part B will be coming soon, so do like the video, hype the video, and subscribe the channel guys. Have a great day ahead.